Hey, good morning, my friends. I'm Live Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Welcome to Wednesday, the day before 4th of July, and now we have a pretty good feel for what's going to happen Friday, Saturday, and Sunday also. And it's not really too terrible. We do have a storm system moving through on Friday, so, it's going to be a few hours of showers and thunderstorms in any one location. Yesterday, I thought it could be in the afternoon. It kind of looks like it'll be earlier in the morning, and that should help us avoid severe weather. But it's got that in the back of my mind. And thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. So let's get on into it and show you what's going on. And we'll start actually this morning with the current radar, and it's still a showery morning. So when you look at the current radar, you see showers around Saginaw Bay, tip of the thumb, most concentrated, also coming across the southern half of Lake Michigan. And if the showers are in the southern half of Lake Michigan right now, it means that Ann Arbor and Detroit, you have a shower until sometime in the early afternoon. But as you go to the north and west, it will be drying out through the morning hours. Now, here's the big picture satellite. And you see, after we shake these clouds, if you look over into Wisconsin and Minnesota, the Dakotas, plenty of clear skies. And guess what? That comes on the day it needs to, the 4th of July. Good morning, Tom Ramsey. Good morning, Ed Johnson. Good morning, Pamela Todoroff. It is humid, and that's the thing, is it's already 75 degrees in the Detroit area. And so you should easily make it to 80 to 85, even with the clouds around and a late morning shower. Here is the radar forecast. And it'll kind of indicate that, a couple of 15-minute or half-hour showers, and that'll kind of hold the clouds in some, but not at all a washout terrible day. In any one spot, we're looking at half hour or hour of showers. This is noon. These are those showers that are in southern Lake Michigan right now, stretching from Saginaw to Lansing to Kalamazoo, and maybe at noon, 1 o'clock, and 2 o'clock, moving into the southeastern part of the state. So just keep your eye on the radar. This is not severe. They probably won't have thunder and lightning with them, or I should say lightning and then thunder, but keep an eye out. Now, we go to a model that takes us through 4th of July. So this is this afternoon. This is noon on this model, and it does a pretty good job. So it says showery in the thumb through Detroit, Ann Arbor, and then drying out for the evening hours. And now we go to Thursday. And, when you see something like that, Thursday, 1 o'clock, you see the light green. That might be a sidewalk wetter for a few minutes, but I doubt it. And as we go to tomorrow afternoon, looks really good. Now this is Friday. This is Friday morning, 10 o'clock. So there is a full-fledged storm system rotating out in Wisconsin, and a frontal system. I would call it a cold front coming in from the southwest, but there's really not much cooler air behind it. Hey, Fun Thompson. Yes, you get your wish. Sunny, warm day for 4th of July. I would definitely call it that. Pam Jones, good morning, Jackson, Michigan. And so what we're looking at is Friday morning showers and thunderstorms. Now we jump to the model that carries us out farther. This is 4th of July right there, and that's a good looking pattern. And then this is Friday morning. This is a 6-hour rainfall total. So what you see there, what are you really looking at? When you see the dark green, that's a 6-hour rainfall total of a 1/4 inch, 3/4. That's a moderate rain, nothing crazy. Where you see the blues, that's a 1/2 inch. It's a little bit heavier rain. And then we go to 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Friday, and this model still indicates the thunderstorms reemerging and being a fairly wet day. I would call Friday probably leaning more toward, you call it wet and thunderstormy, than dry. Now we get to Saturday, and this is where I just want to give you some warning. And I always have to remind you about this, that meteorology and weather forecasters are what I call wet biased. If there's a chance of rain, you'll see it. The phone apps have picked up on that too, because the phone apps take the direct output from a model, say for 6 hours, and a model might have a 50% chance of rain for one of those 6 hours, and then you see a cloud and a raindrop. So what I'm trying to tell you is the human being, me, sees a stray shower on Saturday at your house, and then some clearing, and Sunday, no showers. So I think the weekend is actually going to be a lot better than what a lot of your forecasts may depict. So this is the forecast from a model that I like in this time period for, for 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday. You see a little gray shading. That's 1/100th, 2 100ths, 3 100ths, which means it may not happen, it may not reach the ground, it may last for 15 minutes and that is in the eastern part of the state, southeastern part of Lower Michigan, not in the UP and not in northern Lower Michigan. This is 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. It's dry. It's a touch cooler, but not chilly, not like what we've had. And then this is Sunday, midday, and it's warming back up, and it's very nice. And then we get to Monday, and we may have some stray showers around. So I guess I just want to portray the image that we are going to be pretty nice as we go through the weekend. Now for today, we're getting a really warm start, so even with clouds and a midday shower, it's probably possible for Ann Arbor and Detroit and Saginaw and Flint and Grand Rapids and Lansing and Kalamazoo to all at least get to 84, 85, and if you got a peak of sunshine, it could pop up to a very humid 88 and feel very warm. Northern parts of the state just a touch cooler, 77 to 80 degrees, so really that's pretty nice too, and the steam is there. Now let's go through the holiday week and again, I just showed you the temperatures in the 80s. Now this is tomorrow. 85 to 87 going to be a very popular number for the southern 2/3 of the state. Northern half of the state, I would call it 80 to 85 with the sunshine. Friday's a touch cooler, obviously. Kendall Bailey, do you think there will be severe weather on Friday? Now that I see the sped up motion, and the Storm Prediction Center not forecasting at all, I don't think there will be, but I do have it in the back of my head to just keep watching. Tanya Repke, yeah, this shouldn't be a real strong wind situation overall, so you should be pretty good, and especially tomorrow looks like light winds and great fishing. Saturday, 75 to 80. And then Sunday, 80 to 85. So we'll take all those. And next week, it looks like we are solidly in the 80s at times. If you get some thunderstorms during the day, you can be held down to 78 or 80, but looks pretty good there. We're going to go extended now. Okay, so now what you're looking at here, I give you some guts of meteorology here in the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. What you're looking at is the upper airflow in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. You'll see some colors. You'll see oranges and blues. When you see oranges, that means the atmosphere is warmer than normal and expanded. If you see reds, it turns out to be much hotter than normal. If you see oranges, it means that we lean toward normal, or if we get sunshine at that point, slightly warmer than normal. If you see blues, we're cooler than normal. If you see greens and purples, we're really cold. And what you'll see is that over the next couple of weeks, still expected to gradually inch towards slightly warmer than normal. That means 80s. That basically means a lot of southern Michigan will be 85 to 90 in the sunshine, and the cooler days will be, around 80 or so. Sorry, I just closed it out. Hold on a second. Let me go back to that for you. All right, and let me just grab it again. Oh boy, I am not having a good day today, am I? All right, so let's try this again. I do want to show it to you. Give me just 1 second here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we have this fairly large storm system moving through for Friday. That is the red flag on could we have severe weather. Paul Sufferden, how does the UP Tuquamanon State Park look for next week? It looks decent. It doesn't look like there's any major storm system that sticks around. Now, as we go into next week, notice the atmosphere again starts to build a little bit of heat. We're still in the storm track. We're still in the northwesterly flow. We still can have a shot of showers and thunderstorms for a couple of hours every 2 or 3 days, but not anything crazy big. And when you look at that, it's not a heat wave type situation across the country. And so I just want to finish out with the extended forecasts and give you kind of, I give you the weather look, but I don't know if you know how to interpret these or not. So we look at the 6 to 10 day, it shows that we're about normal to, leaning a little toward warmer than normal in the 6 to 10 day. The 8 to 14 day goes back to leaning slightly warmer than normal, and it also goes to, continuing the storm track or so. In other words, don't let this period get by you, because this is the sneaky time of the year where if you let the weather forecast tell you it's not going to be bad, or it's going to be bad by just having a raindrop under a cloud, you'll miss it. We got some classic great summer weather with some little periods that you got to dodge some thunderstorms. Good morning, JJ Johnson, Essexville, and Eric Hammis. Does the hurricane impact our weather? They do. Typically strong hurricanes coming into the Gulf of Mexico and into the southeast U.S. dry us out and warm us up and turn us sunny, more sunny and warmer than what our original forecast is. In this case, with the track of this hurricane, it probably doesn't have much impact on our weather at all. So there you have it. Thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update, brought to you by Consumers Energy. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Have yourselves a great Wednesday, and I guess I'm off tomorrow. And fortunately, Mother Nature is going to allow that. Tomorrow's forecast, let's get it over with. Mostly sunny, gorgeous, fairly light winds, and high temperatures in the 80s. Take care. Have yourselves a safe 4th. Use your common sense. Don't do anything to get yourself hurt. Bye.